Hello and welcome to a Let's Play briefly of Illuminati, which recently released on Steam, got out of Kickstarter in early access. So I backed this game on Kickstarter and it was fine. I was really expecting there to be a tutorial or a manual by the time it released, and there just wasn't one. There's been a few other missteps. The game has a janky interface, and the lack of a tutorial is just egregious. Like I can't describe it any better than that. It's just ridiculous that there isn't one. That there's absolutely no information about how to play the game or what it's even about. So the only people who can really play this are people who have played the original card game, or I should say, not the original card game. The original card game, Illuminati, was a lot more complex. This is much more based on Illuminati New World Order, which came out in the 90s, I believe, during the big collectible card game craze. It wasn't a CCG, there was another one. There was a CCG after that, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point is, there's no tutorial. The developers are working on it. I don't know that I trust their ability to get it done, because this is something that has been in development for, not the tutorial, but the game itself has been in development for a long time. You would think that concomitant with the development, they would be putting together a manual at least, and a tutorial at best. So we don't get any of that. So I'm going to do it myself. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know I play poorly. I am not the best at describing things and how to play. So don't look to me for all of the answers. But I hopefully will get you maybe half of the way there. So there's a couple of options. There is a quote-unquote tutorial video, which is honestly probably better than this one's going to be. But it's 15 minutes long and it doesn't really tell you enough, I think, to play the game. There's a solo game where it's just you against the cards. There's no challenge other than just seeing how quickly you can win. Then there's a solo game versus the AI, which is always at this point the network Illuminati, which I'll get to in a minute. Then you can play an online game or join an online game. You can look at all the cards, and there's some options and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a versus AI. Let me actually go here first, and I'm going to turn down the music just a smidge there. And we'll go versus AI. So there are 3 decks. The 1980s deck, which was the original deck from the original game when it was much more complicated, I should say. The 1990s deck, which is the one that was put out when it became Illuminati New World Order. And then a 2020s deck, which is the one that's been developed for this game. We're going to go with 1980s. And the idea behind Illuminati is that you are one of the Illuminati and you are trying to control a number of groups and people in the world to win against the other Illuminati. So these are the various Illuminati that are in the game, and we're doing an AI game versus AI, so the AI always takes the network. I believe the developer has said that they're going to eventually add AI rules for the other conspiracies, but for right now they just have the network, and it's okay. Like it doesn't really present a crazy challenge, but it's there to kind of bounce off of you. Honestly, the gameplay is really the game is really more just about the vibe than it is about the competitiveness. So I'm going to do the Bavarian Illuminati, but I do want to explain here how the game generally works at the highest level. The way you win is by controlling 12 groups. But each of these Illuminati, each of these conspiracies, I should say, has an additional option here. So the Bavarian Illuminati can control 12 groups or 50 power total, and each group has a certain level of power. The Gnomes of Zurich can have to control 12 groups, but corporate or bank cards with 4 or more power count double. The Discordian Society, so on, weird, with 3 more power count double, and they each have their own special things. They also have their own special abilities. The Bavarian Illuminati have a privilege attack, 1 free attack, privilege attack each turn. What that means is that your opponent can't try to thwart you when you try to control a group. The Gnomes of Zurich get a +4 to control banks, and they can hold 6 plot cards before they have to discard. Normally you can only hold 5. And so on. So we're going to just go ahead and do Bavarian Illuminati because that is honestly the simplest, the easiest one to play, and so it's the easiest one to explain, I think. So here we go. There, get a little bit of tooltips down here at the bottom, and then this just recently got added, this little help button, which is a very vague explanation of how the game works. Winning is easy, just take over the world. I mean, yeah. Okay, but let me go over the interface here first of all. The news feed here just tells you the actions that have happened in the game so far on the left-hand side. Over here on the right-hand side are your plots, which are special cards that change the way the game works or change your abilities in the game. So, for example, if you click on Just Say No, you can read it up here at the top on the tooltip if you want, or you can look down here, and I'll hopefully be, if I remember, be doing it from here because it's just easier to see on the screen when you're watching the video. So, for example, the Just Say No card. For straight cards, you get plus 10 power during an attack or plus 10 resistance until your next turn. And don't worry, I'll explain all of that in a minute. Monopoly. For corporate, plus 3 power, 1 per Illuminati, requires a targeted action. Or requires a target action. Reload. Restores 1 violent action. Stock Split. For corporate, plus 10 power during an attack or plus 10 resistance until your next turn. So these are things that will affect your cards in play. And you see you start with the 4 plots. You can have a maximum of 5. You can draw a plot card if you want to. Next up is, I'm going to go, oh yeah, okay, so we won't see this until we actually have done something. So down here are the private dossiers of the Bavarian Illuminati. These are the cards that only you can see, that you can control, but your opponents cannot because they can't see these cards. And then there are the neutral groups in play. Ooh, let me cancel that. Which can be controlled, attacked by anybody. So, let's take a look at one of these cards. This is Big Media. And you can see, and like I said, most of the information that you need will be on this little panel here, but it's also going to be here, and the special ability, if it has one, will be also on the card itself. So don't just rely on this, like you say, oh, this is what this is. Well, not quite, because there's a little bit more. So here we go. Big Media. It has a regular power of 4, which means that it can exert 4 power to control another card directly. It also has 3 in global power. Not all of them do. Global power means that it can assist in controlling another group when another card or the Illuminati or the conspiracy is attempting to do that. It's got a resistance, which is how well it defends against being controlled. So you're basically it's like a war game in that respect, right? You're comparing this power versus this resistance, obviously between 2 separate cards. And it works like a lot of collectible card games do, and so on. Down here is the category that it's in, or one of the categories. It's media card. So that means any cards like these up here, or other cards that affect media, for example, this one itself gets a +4 to attack other media. That little icon tells you that. Up here, it also tells you that it is an organization, just like you see up here. That also will be impacted by various other cards. Then down here are its alignments. So it is liberal and straight, which is an interesting combination. But again, these attributes will impact the ability of other cards to attack it and vice versa, which we'll get to. There are some strange combinations, not strange, but complications to, like, sometimes it is a bonus against its own category, its own attribute. Other times it is, in fact, a penalty against its own attribute. It just depends on the attribute itself. I don't know all of them, so you'll just maybe have to encounter it as you go, but that's the way it works. Psycho gangs have 0 power, +4 resistance, +2 to destroy. So these guys, when these guys are in your field, they give a +2 bonus to destroy another card. So we can try to control them. neutralize or destroy. If you want to try to destroy, that will take the card off the board, and some of the conspiracies get bonuses or can win by destroying. So in this first turn of the first, the first action of the first turn is you automatically take over one card. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take over big media because they're pretty powerful, at least in this field here. So I'm going to now come over here and look at this board. So this is the conspiracy itself. This is the conspiracy's power level. It tells you a little bit about what it needs to do to win. And then its influence and its control spreads out down the field here like this. You start out with 4 slots, and it will control these directly. And in this layer, it offers an attack protection of -10, so that if someone else, if another player, tries to attack one of your cards, it gets a -10 to that attack because it's really close to your conspiracy. At the second layer, they get a -5. So, because this is an automatic takeover, we now select a yellow position under your Illuminati for that group. So I'm just going to stick it right here. Take control. Ta-da! Okay, now our turn properly starts. So now we are in control of big media. And you can see these 3 little triangles down here. This is the flow of control. So from the Illuminati, it goes down to here. And then big media can control up to 3 cards. And they have to be laid out like this. So if I get another card here in this spot, and then have it control something directly below, this control triangle becomes blocked because it cannot control right there. So there is a little bit of placement that matters, but one of the things that you can do once your field gets a bit more complex is you can reorganize and you can move a card from one place to another to free up some slots if you need to. I don't know, I've not really encountered a need to do that much, but hey, it's there if it turns out that you've kind of trapped yourself. So now we're going to look up at this little thing here, which is the turn progress bar, as it were. So turn number 1, the total power here in the board. And you can see here, if we get 50 power total, we win. How many have we destroyed? How many do we control? And again, if we get 12 under control, then we win. It goes from setup to action to cleanup. And then these are the things that these are the sort of the ongoing attributes of your field. You get 1 privileged attack each turn. And now, because of big media, we get +4 to any attack versus media. So that will pop up. And as your field grows, this will expand so that you don't have to kind of be like, oh God, what do my cards do? Ah! That's one of the things that I find really nice about this digital implementation is that, as with something like Talisman or other games that are very complex, or at least moderately complex, it does a lot of that heavy lifting for you, so you don't actually have to know everything. You don't have to have total situational awareness on all of your cards, which was a bit of a problem in the original board game, the actual physical board game, because you'd be staring at your field for like 5 minutes before you took your turn. Be like, can I do this? Can I do this? Does this help? Does this help? Yeah, it was a mess. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun mess, but it was a mess. So let's go over here now and take a look at what our plots are. We get a bonus for straights, +10 power doing attack. So if big media, which is straight, tries to attack something, I will be able to use this card to give me a bonus. Monopoly for corporate, which this one is not. Restores a violent action. So, oh, yeah, I should probably explain that. Every one of your cards can do 1 action in a turn. When it is available to do an action, there's a little green dot here, which in the board game would have been like a little chit of some sort. So you get this little green dot. When you use the action, the green dot goes away, so that way you know, I can't use that to do anything. And the conspiracy itself gets 1 action. So if you see here, restore 1 violent action, if you use a card that has violent and then it does something and you're done with it, you can reload the card and get the green pip back. All right, so let's go ahead and we can do our actions here. We can do as many actions as we are able to do with the number of pips that we have, number of green pips. Now, down here on the right-hand side, as you build out your field, controlled by the Bavarian Illuminati, this is what you'll see here, for these are all of your cards. And once the enemy takes their turn, once the network, the AI player, takes its turn and gets stuff in its board, you will see them below there. So you can attack them directly if you want at that point to kind of thwart it from winning or what have you. Okay, so we have big media now, and we do still have a Bavarian Illuminati action because that was the free action we took to get this. Now, let's see, who do we want to take? We could try to take Hollow Earth. 3 power, 7 resistance. That makes it hard. You get a free reorganization move at the end of the turn. You already get 1, but now you would get an extra 1. But, unfortunately, it's secret. Secret cards cannot be controlled by other cards unless, I think maybe they have to be secret themselves. They can be controlled by your conspiracy, but there's limitations. They can't be. So for example, if I do see, it says here, Hollow Earth is secret and cannot be attacked by big media. Right? So we know we can't do that. We could try for the cycle gangs, but we don't really get any power out of that, and I don't know. We're not really trying to destroy things with this conspiracy, so this guy is not super helpful. He is violent, though, which we can use to give him 2 actions, but he's not going to be able to do much unless we use other people to support. So he's also weird. Do we have any weird stuff? I don't see any weird stuff. So we're going to hold off on going after that guy for now. We'll go maybe the Morticians. I don't know. They're even worse for us because they're peaceful and straight. Okay, let's try down here. Oh, okay. Phone Freaks. This is a fairly complex card. Doesn't have any special actions, but it's got a whole bunch of things going on here. First off, it's an organization. It's got 1 power and 1 global power, so it can lend its power to another card when it's trying to control. It's got a small resistance, so that'd be pretty easy to get a hold of. It's a tech, and it's a science. It's liberal and criminal. So all of these will be impactful down the road, perhaps, but really I think what I want to do is get that global power. I mean, I don't really have much other good stuff in the board right now in my list of groups that I can do, so I'm just going to go and try to take that. I could try to do it as a privileged attack because you get 1 each turn with this guy. It would block rival interference. It would make it so that the enemies, your opponents or the AI you're playing against can't throw in some cards to try to thwart you. But I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I have selected this. Now I have to select a group to lead your attack to control. So I can do my conspiracy or I can do big media. So if I click here and I'm doing it with my conspiracy, I could try to control it and put it here, here, or here. As you can see. Or down here. If I put it down here, then it will automatically get attached to big media right in this middle triangle. Now, with this selected, I can look over here and see what the likelihood is of being able to control it. So my attacker is the Bavarian Illuminati, has a power of 10, which you see here. The target is the Phone Freaks with a resistance of 1, and it's basic math, right? 10 minus 1 is 9. I can also add big media to support, which would give me a total support of +4. So my attack strength would technically be 13, but because you're rolling 2d6 against control, the highest value that you are able to use as an attack strength is 11, because you always fail on a 12. It's a critical failure, basically. So getting this extra 4 isn't really valuable to me, because I really am only 2 away, right? So like if I roll a 9 or below, I'll take it. If I roll a 10, 11, or 12, and if I roll a 12, it'll always be a failure, but a 10 or 11 would be a failure. I think that's pretty good odds. What is my other option, though? I could instead try it with big media, and then I would control it directly down here. If I try it with big media, I get 4 for this power. He's liberal against liberal, so I get a +4. So that gives me an 8, -1 resistance. Because what am I controlling? Phone Freaks. Where are you, Phone Freaks? Right down there. It is the 1, right? So my attack strength would be 7. I could add Just Say No, which gives me bonuses with straights. I could add my bonus for the Bavarian Illuminati. I could do either one or both, and I could have a total support of 20. If I just do one, it gives me 17, which again is way over. It's like that's overkill, and it wouldn't help me. And I might want to try to use big media itself, but maybe it's better. Maybe it's better to just do the Illuminati. Let's do the Bavarian Illuminati. Give ourselves a 9. We won't need to use the big media support. Now, this +4 comes from here, and this is one of those first areas where I'm a little bit gapped in my knowledge of how the game mechanics work. I'm not entirely sure why we're not using the 3. I suspect it's because it's right below here. It's like under the direct control of the conspiracy, but that is something for the rules, and we don't have a manual. So, and it's been, like 20 years since I played this game with any regularity. So we're going to go ahead and decide we're going to do it this way. I want to put my big guns up here, I think. So this guy is a dinky-doo, so he's only 1 and 1 and 1. I'm gonna stick him down here. Well, actually, no, wait a minute. No, because he's got very low resistance. It would be good to have him up top, and then I can move him around if I need to. So I'm gonna stick him over here, and we're gonna begin the attack. Now we come over here to the left side. So you see Bavarian, total power +10. Phone Freaks is 1. Total resistance is 1. I could try to assist and then click on a card that I'm going to use, either one of these plots or one of my existing groups to assist. And you can do that multiple times if you've got more than one that you can use. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to straight up attack because I want to go. I'm going to press my luck with the 9. We roll the dice and we get it. Ta-da! Okay, so now I control 2 groups. I have a total power of 15, which is 10 + 4 + 1. Okay. Now, Phone Freaks, because we just grabbed it, doesn't have a green pip. The Illuminati no longer has an action because it was used. Unfortunately, I think this dims a little bit, but it's hard to tell whether or not you've got a pip on this one. But obviously, if you just click it, you can tell from there. Big Media now could do something to it. Now you can do your attacks in 2 ways. You can process your attacks in 2 ways. One, you can start by clicking over here and then clicking on your attacker, or you can click on your attacker and then pick your target. But let's take a look here. Anti-war activists are weird, or no, peaceful, sorry. Eco-guerrillas, +6 to direct destroy communists. I don't really need that, again, because this particular conspiracy isn't trying to destroy things, and that's not really going to help me very much, I don't think. They are violent, though. They have a high resistance. I'm unlikely to be able to do much because my conspiracy has already taken its turn, so it doesn't get to support. So it would be essentially a 4 - 6, and then I don't think I have really anything here. I mean, I've got this straight +10. Yeah, that would still give me like an 8. I don't know that I want to do that. But it might be my best option, really. Because it does have global power. It's fanatic, it's violent, and it's liberal. So I do get that violent aspect available to me from the reload. I'd be able to, use it twice. So yeah, let's give it a shot. I mean, it is literally going to be a roll of the dice. So 4 + 4 because of liberal is 8. Resistance is 6. Attack strength is 2. Just Say No. Oh, actually, no. That's perfect. Because Just Say No gives me the +10. I did my math wrong. Or maybe I just wasn't thinking about it. So, yeah. So I would get a total of 12 if I add the Just Say No. And since I always fail on a 12 anyway, it's basically rolling for 11 or below, which is the best odds you can get in the game. So let's go ahead and do that. Begin the attack. So now we have 8 - 6 is 2. Let's assist with Just Say No. Add to attack. 18 - 6. There we go. It automatically goes once you can't do anything else. And we've got it now. All right. So, and then also here, again, this is one of those things where it's my gap in knowledge of how the game works. I don't know why this switched to 10. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't figure... Oh, I bet okay, I bet that's what it is. I'll maybe get the +4. Yes, controlling liberal gives me a +4, I think. But again, that's one of those rules that is not described on screen, and because there's no manual. Okay, so now that this is beeping, it's throbbing, it means basically we can't do anything else. And we know that because power 10 is dimmed and all of our pips are gone. End actions. End of turn 1. So we finished our turn. We're doing cleanup. Now the enemy, our opponent is going. They do their auto action for the first turn, and now they're going to attack to control. Pentagon to New York. Their attack strength is 10. We don't really have any way to thwart them at the moment, and they failed anyway, so they rolled an 11. So now it's back to us. So you can see over here the news feed. Bavarian Illuminati, that's us, played Just Say No. The network failed to control. Democrats was neutralized. It means it was put into the neutral territories here. And then we've got 3 new cards that came out. I've got 5 plots, which now adds stock split, I guess. I can't remember now which. Oh, this one. Red Scare. Restores 1 conservative action. Okay. So we now see we have 1 privilege attack each turn, +4 to any attack versus media. Do we have any media out here that we want to take? There's a media. Oh, that's ours. Duh. No media in the private dossiers, and no media in neutral groups. So that's not going to help us for this turn around. Oh yeah, okay. So it definitely does brighten up. Whoops. It definitely does get bright when it has a pip, essentially. And when it doesn't have a pip, it goes dim. I really wish it went gray, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, so what's next? Who are we going to try to take? Hollow Earth might be... Is Hollow Earth doable? It's a fanatic. Oh, no, it's secret. I could maybe try to grab it with the Bavarian Illuminati. I get a power of 10, resistance is 7, attack strength then becomes 3. I could add a whole bunch of support and get a total of 8. That's just barely above 50-50. So I don't know. Let's not look at that for right now. Ooh, nuclear power companies. That one is science and conservative. Do I have a I have a conservative extra action option here. So maybe we do that. Let's see. The resistance is 4. Don't have anything in here that's going to be super helpful. So, for example, oh, here we go. Liberal versus conservative is oppositional, and so you get a -4 because it's liberal trying to control conservative. They have resistance 4, so my total attack strength is -4. But I could get a total support of 12, which would bring me up to 8, but that would mean using up all of this stuff. That's still not great. Still not great. What about with you? 10 -4 is 6. I could get it up to 11. Yeah, okay. And then we'll get a 4 power. I think that's the way to go. Let's go ahead and stick you in between the phone freaks and the big media. Okay, so our attack strength right now is 6. Let's see if we want to assist. When you hit the assist button, anything that you can assist with gets it gets bordered in yellow, either here on the field or up in your plots. So we can now, you can see the global power, it has been kind of bubbled up. So 3, 1, 1. If I do this one, I'll get an attack strength of 9. If I do both of these, I get an attack strength of 8. If I do them all, I will definitely be able to take it. But I don't want to use them all up. So we're going to do big media. And attack. And we failed. Dagnabbit. Okay. Well, nuclear power companies we failed to take. Now it goes into neutral groups, which means that the network could try to take it. Do I have an option here? So I lost my pip here because I used big media to help, which means I cannot use it to try to take it this turn, which was my other option. I could try with phone freaks, but my attack strength is -7, and I can only get a +1 on that. That's gonna do nothing. So we're gonna have to let go of nuclear power companies for right now. probably get let go of everything because I don't really have enough power here or here, and I can't use big media, and I can't use the Bavarian Illuminati, and all of the things that I could attack have decent enough resistance that I don't really think I would be able to do it. But can I cannot restore anything, and I don't have, this is corporate, this is for violent, government, conservative, and then another corporate, and I don't have any corporates here. So that isn't, it's basically the end of my turn, is what this comes down to. So, oh, yeah, that seems to be it. Let's go ahead and end the actions. They're now trying to go after nuclear power companies. Their attack strength is 10. Can I assist them or defend the nuclear power companies? I could potentially do it. I can do it with eco gorillas or phone freaks, I think. Let's do that. Let's get it down to 8. But they still get them. Alright, well, it's our turn now. We can see they now have nuclear power companies and Pentagon. But because they are proximal, because they are on layer 1 on over there on their board, they have a proximity. The attacker gets a -10 on that. It's not a defense bonus, it's an attack penalty of -10. So if I wanted to try to take this from them, it would be rough. If they tried to take one of these up here, it would be rough for them. A little bit less rough to go after eco gorillas. All right, so we have 6 plots. We need to discard or use one of them because you can only have a maximum of 5, and you basically draw one each turn. So let's see. I feel a little bit thwarted. Let's see what we can do. Evil geniuses for a better tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff going on here. They're tech, science, violent, weird, organization, and they're secret. Which means really only my conspiracy can do that. I would get a 4, and then I could do a total of +4. I don't like that. Okay, can we do anything else here? Let's maybe try the Democrats. Have the Democrats controlled by big media. We get a 4, we could get a total support of 11. But that would use up the Bavarian Illuminati because I'd get a +10. It's my best option. The phone freaks only give me a +1. The eco gorillas give me a +0. I think that's probably because they're on the same level or below in terms of their global power, in terms of their position on the board. Again, not 100% sure on that. But this will be fun. Big media controlling the Democrats seems like a fun idea. A lot of people probably believe that's true, so, you know. But we are going to go ahead and assist with them. And let's attack. Yes, we got him. Okay, so that takes the pip off of the conspiracy, off of big media, and of course we don't get the pip on Democrats until the next turn. Now we have +2 to control government because of the Democrats. +2 to control government, so that's handy. I don't think we have anything else we want to do unless we want to go after the goldfish fanciers or the anti-war activists, maybe. Can I do that? No, that's going to be bullshit. Can I do it with these guys? Cannot support another group. Oh, yes, that's right. Because they don't have any triangles. Because this particular card doesn't have the ability to control anything. So it is the bottom end of the thing here. So I might need to reorganize it, though. So I get a free reorg. I want to ideally move it down here. But yeah, okay, because I do want to, it's blocking, and basically it blocks me from being able to do anything down here with it. So let me reorganize it. You click on it, and you can now see reorg, and we're going to reorganize it under the Democrats. And who is going to pay for the action? These guys. Select which group will pay an action for the move. I guess it has to be one of these two guys. Oh. Ooh. That does not seem to work. Or if it does work, I'm not sure how. Maybe it would have to be the Democrats. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe I do it up here. No, I don't. Well, okay, so this is one of those things where I don't know how the interface works. So anyway, you should be able to reorganize down here. Hopefully, if I find out how, I'll put it in the comments, in the description at some point. Or maybe someone has already played and knows how to do it and can inform us in the comments. But basically, you should be able to reorganize down to here. I just don't know how to complete this step of selecting which group will pay an action for the move. It can't be this one because I clicked it and it just switched to selected again. I click here and it just kind of undoes everything. So yeah, I'm not sure physically on the screen here how to do that action, that bit. So yeah, we'll just not do that, but that's okay. Oh, let's go ahead and end our actions. We have to discard a plot. Let's get rid of... I'm going to get rid of this one because the ego guerrillas can't really do too much. I'm just going to have them... Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of reload. And now we're good. Okay, nuclear power companies going after the lawyers. Ugh, their attack strength is 11. Do I have any way to defend? I can apply one or one. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, yeah, we're going to accept the fate. They got the lawyers. Okay, back to our turn. One thing I should mention down here is basically telling you how close they are to winning, right? Once this triangle fills up, you've won, and the little bar underneath says whose turn it is. Just FYI. Okay, we have a lot of plots we're going to have to get rid of or use, so let's see what we can do. Evil geniuses. Can we get them with anybody? We could get them with the Bavarian Illuminati, total support of 4. That's still going to give us some trouble. Hollow Earth. Still gets a total of 8. International cocaine smugglers. Who can do that? I could get an 11 on that with all of these supports. I could go to 10 with this guy. Democrats, I could get to 15, which again is overkill. But I could do my Bavarian Illuminati and my phone freaks, give me an 11, give me my max, and then they would control... Yeah, the cocaine smugglers would be controlled by the Democrats. That might be worth it. I think that might be worth it. Gives us a +2 to control government. We already have a +2 to control... No, that's the Democrats. Never mind. It would give us... what does it give us? Anything interesting? Yes, +4 to control Psycho Gangs, Hollywood, and Punk Rockers, which are specific cards. But Psycho Gangs is already on the board, so yes. It's already in the groups. Let's go ahead and begin this attack. We're going to assist with... let's see. Well, let's assist with Big Media. Only attack. Well, let's go with it. Yeah, now we got one. All right, I should have just done them to begin with. Can I cancel that? No, I cannot. That's all right. Ta-da! International cocaine smugglers, and now we can see we've got this whole roster of things that we can do. So now we can try to take the Cycle Gangs. Let's see. Who can take the Cycle Gangs? Phone Freaks? No. We get the +4, but it still gives us that. We could do it with them. Yeah, Bavarian Illuminati? Nope. Hang on. Do it as a privileged attack. Yeah, because we get one privileged attack each turn. They were already dimmed, so... Oh, yeah, we can't do it. We can't do it because they're dimmed. Yeah, yeah. Because we've already used them. All right, so we're not going to get to do this on this turn. Yeah. All right, well, I've got to deal with something real quick. In the real world, I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and let's see. Do we want to do anything? I feel kind of annoyed now that. Well, I did what I could. I did what I had to do. I think. Is there anybody else we want to try to take? We could try to go for the congressional wives, or the gun lobby. Ooh, gun lobby. Oh, but all of our guys here are liberal, and these are conservative. It's going to be a mess, right? We're going to have a hard time taking them because it's going to if we try it. So, for example, here we get a -4 because they're cross-purposed on their attributes. It's just going to suck. All right, let's just move on. Let's move on. Oh, shoot, forgot about this. Jihad. Do we have any criminals? Oh, this one makes criminal, and this one has criminal. Okay. Restores a government action. I don't have any government out, so let's go ahead and get rid of the Reaganomics. I don't have any conservative right now, so let's get rid of Red Scare. And also that, so let's get rid of Slush Fund. There we go. All right, so their attack strength is 11. Yeah, they're doing. There's nothing. I'm not going to even try. Ugh. Now they're trying the congressional wives of nuclear power companies. Their attack strength is 7. Ooh, it might be worth it. We might be able to pull that off. Yeah, let's put the ego gorillas in their way. Oh no, phone freaks or ego phone freaks? Yeah, phone freaks. Yeah, all right, they failed. They would have failed anyway, but all right. Back to here. Let's try these frickin' cycle gangs again. Who can do the cycle gangs? We could get a +11 total. These guys are good. Not great. 5, 8, 9. Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have an attack strength of 5 here because the power +4 -7. Attack strength of 5. And then we can add Big Media and Phone Freaks, which gets us another 4. Gets us to 14. We could add Bavarian Illuminati, which would get us over the top, but I don't want to waste it. So let's go ahead and put that. We're going to do Democrats. We're going to put it down here. And we're going to assist with Phone Freaks and assist with Big Media. Now we have a 9. There we go. Got it. We've got the cycle gangs. Now we can probably do one more because we've still got the power 10 on our conspiracy. Can I do anything with you guys with no helps? What about Hollow Earth, Morticians? Yeah, we don't really have anything else that can assist. We could get a total to 8 with the Eco Gorillas. Congressional Wives, we could get to 7. Gun Lobby, we are at 7. We could get to 7 with the Moonies. We could get to 7 with New York, and that would give us government. But I think I got rid of my government stuff, didn't I? Alright, hang on now. Let's see. I want to see who I can help here. +3 power. Let's see. I could give that card, the Mob Influence card, to the International Cocaine Smugglers. Let's do that. And that gives them a permanent +6. I could also make someone criminal. Don't know. But it takes my Illuminati action for that to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to still use... what did I say I want to try? What, did I want to try New York? No, I did not. Attack strength of 4 on that one. Was it? Who was it? Gun lobby. Ooh, I could do tabloids. I would just get a straight up 11 because of the big media. Because of the big media ability, which is +4 to attack any media. Yeah, let's go for the tabloids here. And we're going to put that down here off of the Democrats. And attack. Got him. We have 7 in control now. We just need 5 more to win. We got only a 28 in power, because these are all like little wussy ones, but that's all right. Who do we want to get rid of here? We need to get rid of 1. Restores a criminal action, which we could do with the cocaine smugglers. Jihad. Do I have any corporates? I don't think I have any corporates, right? No. So let's get rid of monopoly. They have an attack strength of 9. Can we thwart that in any way? Oh, they have 11 now. Because they saw me trying to do something and they bumped it up. So, it's not going to help. We're going to just make it go down to 10. It's not going to... let's take it. Let's just take the lull. All right. There we go. Oh, boy. And they have an 11. I'm still, again, not going to help me. I'm not going to be able to help out. Or defend the gun lobby. Yeah, we're neck and neck. This is the first time I've actually had a serious competition from the network. So, you know what? We're going to try to take out some of their shit. This is what's controlled by the network. And we can take some things out. That one's too close. That one's too close, too close. That one is not quite as close. Maybe we could try to take the lawyers out. The lawyers give us a +4 resistance versus government. Or they have one. I think they have that, or I'm not sure. Let's see. Who can we use? Big media, I'd have to throw in all my cards. Can't use Democrats because they no longer have any control pips here. I could try the tabloids. Oh, smugglers. That still gives me the same kind of situation where, yeah, maybe we just use the Illuminati. I could bring it up to a 9. Honestly, it's 6 or 1/2 of the other, half a dozen of the other, given the way that it's set up. So. Let me try. Oh, but they're one I would take them back. So let's do big media on the lawyers, and put them here, and we'll just go ahead and just spam all of our assistants. That gets us to 8. Phone freaks will get us to 9. Eco gorillas gets us to 10. Got him. Yay! Okay. Do we have anything else we can do? Yeah, well, okay. The cocaine smugglers can do something. Do we want to try? No, they have too many bonuses down there because they haven't stretched out very far. They're more compact than we are. Maybe the cocaine smugglers can go after the goldfish fanciers. No. The problem right now is that we have no more bonuses to work with. We could bring in the Democrats and give it a... We could do a Hail Mary on the Tri-Liberal Commission. Do we have anything here that we can use? No. All right. I was thinking of using something before we had tried the attack, but it's not gonna. Yeah, Democrats. Let's give it a shot. Ah, missed it by 1. And now everybody's used up except for these 2 guys. I could reset him, but if I try one more time with that, I don't have any more supports. So fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's go ahead and do gang war. Give him another pip. Is there anybody we can, I mean, even just remotely imagine that we could get? I'm just looking at that attack strength. Anything above a 2 is what I want, right? Oh, yeah. Let's go for this one. The anti-war activist. At least we only get a 3, so we can, if we roll a 2 or a 3, we'll get it. But, you know, it's not going to happen. That's all right. Yeah, we rolled a 6. Okay. Well, let's end our actions here. And then we got to discard. Make violent. Do we have any fanatics? Looks like we do have one, but he can't control anything. So let's get rid of this fanatic one. There. Oh. There they go. Now they have an attack strength of 7, 8, 11. Fuck. Is it worth it for us to try to stop them? To get the eco-gorillas? That's us, right? See, that's the thing. Like, that's one of ours. I don't want to... okay. Yeah, let's defend with the cycle gangs. Doesn't help. Ooh! Oh, that was lucky as shit. Wow. Wow. Love it. Okay. We have too many plots. Let's go ahead and see if we can do some stuff. Let's make somebody violent. Let's make the lawyers violent. Haha. That'll take my Illuminati action. Let's just do it. At this point, we're going to YOLO through all of this here. We don't want to make the eco-gorillas plus 3 power because that's not useful. No conservatives because we're looking for that yellow border, right? We can make somebody criminal. Oh, I don't have any actions left on that one. We can't make. Okay, yeah. So we've already used the action for the Bavarian Illuminati, so we can't do those things anymore right now. We're gonna have to discard some stuff at the end of the turn. All right. Let's see what we can do. There's so many neutral groups, but I really want to... Can I get this guy? No, he's secret. That's right. I have to use my conspiracy for that. The Fifth International is communist, conservative, and fanatic. I can't get anywhere near that, I don't think. I can't use the Democrats. No, I can't get anywhere near that. Hollow Earth, maybe? No, that's secret. Can't use that. Morticians. I could get up to 9. That could get me up to 12. Right? If I use the lawyers to take out the morticians, to control the morticians, I'd be at -4, but then I can use everything to get me up to 12. Yeah, let's do that. And that will eat up some of these plots, so we don't have to discard them. They're not wasted. That gets us a 6. That gets us a 7. 8. And then we get to 11. And there we go. And we got him. And that pretty much takes away... no, not quite. We still have the cocaine smugglers. Can they go after anything? Maybe Madison Avenue? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. We could do it with a 7. Do we don't have the thing that can give them another turn anymore because we used it. All right, so I think we're done. We're 3 away from winning, and we are ahead of them. Coming after the CIA. Oh, they have an attack strength of 11. Do I want it? No, let's just let them do it. Let's let them do it. This episode is running super long anyway. We're almost at an hour, so I'm just gonna see. I'm not gonna do a lot of analysis at this point. I'm just gonna freaking YOLO my way through the rest of it. They took my morticians. No. Yeah, they took my lawyers and the morticians, and now we're down to 7 again. Yeah. So I'm going to end at 60 minutes, even though we're not going to win. We're not going to end at that point, and they're already winning. So, which is fun. I like it when I lose, because it means I have room to grow. I've won like 4 games against the AI, and then this is the first one I'm going to lose. So that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go ahead and have Wall Street controlled by the cocaine smugglers, which is, you know, about right. Having assisted by the phone freaks and big media and the eco gorillas. Let's go. Got it. That eats up so much of our stuff, but we still have the Illuminati to work with. Can we take the Republicans? Yes, because we have a Swiss bank account plot card. And let's go ahead and put the Republicans right there. We lost we still have the Democrats over here, but the Republicans are up 1 level up. So let's assist with Swiss bank accounts. Got it. We're back up to 9. And I think that's all we can do, right? Oh, well, the tabloids could potentially do something. Don't think there's anything here that's weak enough. I mean, not even the Boy Sprouts. Oh, we could get a total support of 10 with the albino alligators, and we could... Yeah. That means we'll just use up a plot. Gets us a 5. Ooh, we got him! We might actually win. I might actually go through the end here. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Big media. Big media. Oh, he does no action. That's right. No. Okay, let's end the actions then. And let's go ahead and get rid of some of these things. Let's get rid of straighten up. And then let's get rid of emergency powers. Oh, they're trying to get the eco gorillas. Their attack strength is 0. What do they think? It's 7. They're using up everything they got. 8. I don't want to lose them though. 11. Oh boy. Can we support with the Democrats? Yes. And they're back up to 11. Screw that. I messed that up. I did the wrong ones to pick. And they get it. They got the eco gorillas. Now they're going after fraternal orders. We're not going to do anything with that. Okay, they got fraternal orders. They have 9. I have 9 now. But they're about to win. So we're gonna okay. We'll play to the end because win or lose, we're gonna win or lose, right? Right. Let's see. Loan sharks popped up here. They're violent. I could do that. Oh, we need to keep the Illuminati. Big media against them. No. No. Oh. All of Earth. All of the ones in the private dossiers are just not great for this. To just, like, spam through. Okay. Health food stores, I get a 5. And if I don't use them in Illuminati, I still get +6. And attack. Got it. Oh, we're neck and neck. This is great. It's bracing. Okay, Republicans, what can you do? Can you get the hackers? Yes, we could totally get the hackers, and I'm going to make it a privileged attack. Because I don't want the enemy to try to mess with me here. All those, but all right, we got him. We only need one more. We only need one more. But I can't do anything now. Oh, and then this is the bottom. Like you can't go any farther than 4 away. So that is the last option we have is the international cocaine smugglers. We'll YOLO this. Yep. If we roll a 2 or a 3, we'll be fine. Come on, come on, come on. No whammies, no whammies. No, didn't do it. All right, end of turn. We got to get rid of one thing. We're going to get rid of power corrupts because that just makes criminal. Now, they could win here because they're very, very close. But if they don't, we've surely got it on the end of the next turn. They're trying to take, yeah, 1-to-1. They're going to get it. That's, fuck. Yep. Oh, oh, the bastards. They're going to try to take my cycle gangs. just to screw with me. That's so mean. And they got him. Now we're down to 10. And they're going to go for the Congressional Wives. Fuck it. Why are you even bothering? Haven't you already won? Yeah, let's just let him do it. Let him steamroll us. Yep. Yeah, okay, they won. Well, there we go. Wow, that was an hour-long game, but it was fun. Except for the reorganization thing, which I just couldn't figure out how to do. Everything else kind of works smoothly. So the game is fun if you know how to play. And unfortunately, there's no way to learn how to play built into the game at the moment. So if you've watched through all of this, hopefully you've learned a bit more how to do things. And I would appreciate any comments on things I may have missed. If you happen to know how to do the reorganization, I'd very much appreciate a comment so that other people can read it and get the answer that I don't have. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya on the other side.